Alright, it should be live now. What's up, everyone? We're waiting for PPP here, but someone asked to do some call-ins, so I put open the call-in line quick. We'll do about 10-15 minutes of call-ins while we wait for PPP here. It is after 7:30 after all. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to 5 Pounds of Gunt. I'm still kicking myself for this fucking stupid-ass name for this show, because it should be 10 Pounds of Gunt. But I'm not sure if you can see there below. Here, I'll see if I can edit the description. 320. Copy. Call in. One thing I have to do, probably when I get my other PC back from the feds, is I will probably set up something where we can have call-ins during the show as well. So all you have to do is be able to. Me and PB would go, but then eventually would open up the call line, and you'd be able to talk to both of us, and it should work fine. I am here in my dining room, here in my beautiful house here in central Minnesota. On my throne, my beautiful, gorgeous chair of the ancients, the monk chair. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a good night. I have my wrestling shirt on, as well as a ugly Hawaiian shirt to really accentuate my gut and my belly, to really make me look as ugly as possible. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I got my bald spot on full display. That call-in line is open. The deer tapestry. That's still up in my room. I could bring it down, but unfortunately, I am using an Ethernet connection now to get a more stable streaming setup, and it's actually working out pretty well. I'm getting about, upstairs in my room, I'm getting about 600, but on this Ethernet cable, I'm getting around 1300 to 1500 kilobytes per second. So I can stream at a much higher quality down here, and more consistently. That's the main thing, is the consistency is a lot better. But I'm here. You can see my beautiful, excellent warning. This stream bitrate is lower than recommended bitrate, 2500 kilobytes a second. Listen, not everyone can do 2500 on YouTube. You know this is good enough for what I'm doing. You got my arcade set up over there. Over there is the pinball table. I'm just hanging out. Got my wall of games there. My fucked up kitchen table here is kind of a mess. Can't go into too many details on that, but there's a lot going on here in my life. Feel free to call in if you feel like it. The show will go on the air ASAP once PPP is here. But for now, call-in line is open. We're going to be discussing, I think, 3 episodes of AEW. I might as well, while we're waiting, get the reports for those shows up. Oh shit, Bloodsport's going on right now, like as we speak, I think. Fuck, I wanted to watch that. It's 8 p.m. Eastern, so it must have just started. Yeah, that must have just started. I'll watch that tomorrow. Let's see. TV and pay-per-view reports. Here we go. Need from this week. And the John Moxley show from last week. And then I think we're going all the way back to 3 weeks ago. We'll see if we even talk about that show. I'm sure we will talk about it a little bit, but... Okay. Alright, got all these set up. You're using a Cat 6 Ethernet cable, buddy? No, I am not. I am not that, I do not have that much money to spend on that shit. Get crack for me. Get some fucking life, dude. Don't do crack. It's whack, dude. Don't do crack. It's fucking wasting your money and time. Are we gonna get anything going on right now? Listen, you better fucking call in right now, PRTBC. I opened up this call line just for you. I literally opened this call-in line just for you. That's why I started streaming early, just so I could talk to you. You better fucking call into this number right now. I fucking told you. I fucking started streaming early so you could call in. And you're not gonna call in? What the fuck's your problem? The number's right there on the screen. Look, I'm gonna point at it right there. You see that number? Call it. Fucking call the number. Why wasn't there a stream last week? Same reason there wasn't a stream the week before. Last week I was sick. I was very sick. I had the flu. I thought I had corona, but I just had the flu. But I lost my voice and I couldn't stream. Let's see. And the week before that, there wasn't a stream because PPP was busy. And he didn't have time to watch the wrestling shows. So we didn't have anything to review. Hello, Razmaz. Currently down to 10 viewers. Excellent. Good to hear. Good to see. Just what I like to see, brother. Somebody's here. My roommate's here. I would go help him at the door, but unfortunately I'm streaming right now, so I just can't do it. Yeah, that works. No, there's no progress on the FBI stuff at all. Just waiting. Everyone, my roommate just came back from the grocery store. You can all say hi to him. You can see the hair quest is going pretty terrible by the hairline right here for you, buddy. I'm going to give him a call quick. Nice. My roommate just bought me some sweet treats to get my gut even better. Get some Finn, my dude. You already have gyno. I don't even know what that means, Finn. What? Someone in the chat told me to get some Finn, my dude. I already have gyno. I don't know what Finn means. Finn, like Finn from Adventure Time. I'm assuming he means some kind of like supplement for like my hair to like grow it out more.
Like Z-Vita or something?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe one of the side effects of that is gyno. But I don't need any bigger boobs than I have right now. What's up?
Rich Piana takes Z-Vita. Well, he did take Z-Vita.
Yeah.
Because he was thinning as well.
So Rich Piana was also thinning, and he's like the chattest dude alive, or was.
He was thinning.
Well, there you go, gentlemen. I guess maybe he was too high testosterone. He had too much. He thinks because all the steroids he was taking, causing his hair to fall out, probably.
Yeah, so he took the Z-Vita to take care of that.
Maybe all the food I'm eating just has like enough like chemical compounds in them to be equivalent of taking a steroid dose.
Are you sure?
It's possible. Finasteride. I need to take finasteride. What is that?
Is PPP even there?
No, I'm waiting for PPP right now. He said it was going to be late, but someone asked to call in. So I thought, I'll start streaming early because anybody was call in. And guess what? He's not calling the fuck in. I can go through some of the people who I was talking to earlier and call them. Let's see. Try calling this. Let's see if this person picks up. It's a medication used to treat enlarged prostate.
Please leave your message for 34693268831.
Yo! What's up? Someone else tried to call me too. I'm gonna try calling them quick. I've not been following Tokyo Joshi Pro. I don't watch women's wrestling.
You have reached the voicemail box of 71522524526. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, dipshit! I missed your call. Why don't you give me a call back, brother? I'll pick up. I was on the line with someone else. Take a razor. Just shave it. Just get rid of it all. Good idea. Alright, it's been 45 minutes. I'm gonna try calling him now. My thoughts on the potential AEW New Japan partnership is that they should definitely do it. If they're smart, they will have. They should have done it already. It was stupid of them to wait this long and not use their connections together. AEW New Japan inherently would be a good. Fuck you. I wonder how far behind I am on this stream. Looks like Tech Ogre. Dude, I saw that guy and was like, holy shit, this dude looks like more ogre mode than I am. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ogre mode. Oh yeah, ogre mode.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that guy and Lenny's text tips at him? The one guy who like comes in and helps sometimes with like them doing Linux and stuff. He's like, oh, I'll pull up a photo of him. Let me find it.
Okay.
Let's see here. You'll see him and you're like, holy shit, this guy is total ogre mode. Like, complete and total. It's not even funny how much of an ogre mode person he is. I'll pull this up on my, display capture. Properties. Well, I'll just add up. What's it called? Window capture. There it is. Okay. So we scroll down. Let's find this guy. Let's find the video where he's in it. There he is. Look at this guy. He's like total ogre mode. Look at like the way he like parts his hair. It's gonna be me if I don't start losing weight, dude. Look at it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the complete and total ogre mode. Is this even playing?
No, it's not playing.
Well, you guys can't see it on the screen, but this guy right here, this guy is total ogre mode.
What's his name?
I don't know. I don't know if I care actually. He's just some dude.
Okay.
But he's a total. That's what the ogre mode you gotta go.
All right.
The ogre's immunized against all diseases. We try to infect him with like a virus. Bacteria fungi. It runs off him like water rankov. But mention a certain type of wrestling, you'll be astonished how quickly it recoils. How injured he is. How his mental state starts to rapidly deteriorate. I am a vol cell. see, who else can I call on this list? But no, seriously though, Boring Lad, I know you probably like really love Japanese women's wrestling, and I'm sure it's better than American women's wrestling. But I can't watch any women's wrestling. It all just sucks. It's so bad. But no, New Japan and AEW should work together, and that should be a good thing. Um, I want to see Suzuki versus Moxley again. Preferably somewhere in American Soul, somewhere I can pay to go see it at. That'd be nice. But that'll be like years from now at this point.
What they took from you, Pat.
Orange Cassidy versus Minoru Suzuki. I know that would have been the best, but it didn't happen.
Remember what the Chinese took from you.
The Chinese. It's the Chinese. He said he was going to be here at 7. He said he wanted to do the show at 8 his time, which is now almost an hour past that.
Did he recently move?
I think... no.
Only explanation I can see.
Oh my god. Look what the Savior posted. Booker T is sexy with an I. All women's sports second... Dup BTFO, by the way. Let's see. What was the last thing I coomed to? I haven't jerked off in a while. The player 920 beach volleyball. Beach volleyball is a great women's sport. That is an excellent women's sport. Would you agree, Adam?
Yes.
Most likely is gambling. Who do I hate? Well, in life, there's one thing I hate most of all. And you all know exactly what it is. It ain't the Jews. It ain't the darks. It ain't even the whites or the Hispanics. No, there's one thing on this planet that really ruins my life, and that's women. I hate women most of all.
That was a good villain speech.
You mean heroic speech? Even more... Okay. In general, I hate women more than I hate Happas. But there's a specific Happa that I hate more than any woman. If that makes sense. Happa women, though, honestly, Happa women, not the worst women. They're pretty hot. The problem is that when you date an Asian, you're flipping the coin. You either get a hot Happa woman daughter, or you get a fucking Zach Elliot Rogers son.
Or a redheaded stepchild.
Right, yeah, you never know what you're rolling the dice. You're rolling the dice of fate what's gonna pop out of them legs. That yellow river in between her Ganges valleys. Would I have a problem with Zach if women didn't exist? Yes. Because even if Zach was not obsessed with Emma Watson, I would still hate Zach as a human being. Is Sammy actually a half, or her eyes just fucked up? I don't know which Sammy you're talking about. Unfortunately, I'm not
Sammy Guevara.
not a wrestler Sammy. I'm assuming there's like a. I know one of them was punched by her.
Classic Sonic fan.
I don't know if Sammy Classic Sonic fan is a woman, Adam.
Nah, he's too red pilled for that.
No, he's taking the blue pill now, Adam. The blue arms pill.
I thought you were gonna make like an Adderall joke or something.
No, it's Sonic.
Okay.
Would I have even known about Zach if Watson didn't exist? Yeah, we would have. We were destined to kill each other the moment we were both born. Me and Zach. Oh, you mean Baked Alaska's new thought? Yeah, she's fucked. I'm not. I don't think she's a half. I think she's just got weird fucked eyes from doing too much meth, or her mom did too much meth when she was in the womb. Like, I know meth face when I see it, and she definitely someone either when she was being wombed or when she was like young, like, you know, teenager. She was definitely on the meth. That's why. That's where it looks like she might be native too, but that's where you get in like the you know, the Oriental or the foreign look from her is because of the meth face. You can totally tell. This is a really great wrestling discussion stream we have here. The Savior's mom did meth. Not a surprise there. The biggest, dumbest autistic person on the planet who peed on my fucking printout of my face is in some way connected to meth. I'm not surprised by that. Arizona is like one of the top meth capitals of the world, but actually, the meth capital of the world is in Minnesota. Actually, it was at one point. It's not anymore, but there's a city in Minnesota that had like the most like meth per capita anywhere on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Princeton, Minnesota.
It was Princeton, which is right next to Dwelm. The Dwelm, the Dwelm of darkness. If you ever in Minnesota, go to a town called Dwelm. Duelm. Is there a single more cringeworthy magapede than Baked Alaska? Listen, I don't even hate Baked Alaska, man. He's just a dude living his life. He's trying to get meth pussy. You can't deny it. The man's doing what he's got to do. Nick Rekieta? I don't know if he's that, like, much of a magapede. It's not. He's more of like the fake lawyer thing.
Your Honor, it was funny.
Your Honor. Your Honor, I, Nick Rekieta. Listen, Vic Mignogna was clearly attacking this woman on Funky Monkey Friday. Therefore, he's innocent by technicality. I'm gonna start calling down these people that I had called before.
Thank you for calling Auto Warranty Services. To opt out from our calling list, please press 1. Hello. Please state your name after the tone. Google Voice will try to connect you.
GAHOOLE! Good. Hey, dipshit, it's GAHOOLE. That's it. Let's try calling this person. Nick Rekieta is a meth cook. I bet he cooking meth for Baked Alaska's girlfriend's mom. It's all connected.
Is this new lore?
I think so. I think it's brand new lore. I'm not gonna leave him a message. Try calling this guy.
Too much worth it.
Yeah. Plays CAG anthem. What is? Oh, the Keep America Great anthem. I'm not listening to Big Alaska's music anymore. Okay. I do like the "We Like Our Cops, Our Law Enforcement" song. That's pretty funny. It's bad, but it is good at the same time. We like our cops, our law enforcement. We like our military. They are important. Where the fuck is PPP? He's like a half hour late now, dude. This is embarrassing. I've had to call these. Let's go back. Let's go back to. Let's see. Oh, I got a phone call. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That does sound pretty good.
Ooh, that's nice. Nice. Thank you.
Nice Santana sounding sounds.
Let's call this number. What this? I don't know who this is. 647-499. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who is this?
Brian, who's this?
This is GAHOOLE from the internet. Someone gave me your number to call. Wrong number? Well, I'm sorry about that, man. You have a good day.
Yeah, same to you.
Oh, this is good for me.
That was good. This is Brian. Let's try calling this one from March 2nd of this year.
This is slowly turning into a No Gamers new show.
Listen, I gotta find the content somewhere.
Please leave your message for 91978633751.
Hi, this is GAHOOLE from the internet. I'm just calling to say hi. I called you back. You talked to me in May back of this year. Just wanted to say hi. What's going on, dude? Hope you're having a good one. I'm from. Let's see. Someone's instant messaging me now. Hi, Alex. This is Gahoole from the internet. I'm just calling today to say hi. I talked to you back in January of this year. It looks like. Oh, actually February 3rd of this year. Just calling to say, hey, what's up? We haven't talked in a while, so I want to check base with you, make sure you're doing all right. Why don't you just give me a call back if you can, or if you can't, that's cool too. You're a good dude, Alex. Keep it up.
Alex.
Call from
Peppers.
to accept, press 1.
Hello?
Yo, you sent a message?
Message?
Oh, you called me and you were like, you were saying I like talked to you earlier.
Yeah, you called me earlier this year. I was just going through my old list of people who had called me. I'm just calling them back.
Oh, that's from your live stream, I think, dude.
Oh yeah. I'm live right now, actually. Just so you know, I'm calling people for shits and giggles.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, fucking, I had to make a new channel. Yeah, 'cause I deleted everything. Um, it's Peppers from your fucking Discord server.
Oh, it is? No shit.
Yeah,
How's it going, man?
yeah, it's going good.
Cool.
Is your live stream just calling people?
Well, I'm supposed to be talking with someone else about wrestling right now, but he didn't show up. So yeah, now I'm just calling people.
So if it's about wrestling, what's your opinion on the Mulkey brothers?
The who?
The Mulkey brothers?
Oh,
Mulky brothers?
oh, do I know the Mulkey Brothers?
I'm trying to remember what organization they're with.
They're like an old team. Yeah, they wrestled Rock and Roll.
It's wrestling, man.
Oh man, these guys look badass. Look at them. They're in WCW. Look at these two Chads. Look at them. Holy shit. They never won a match ever? Why not? Look at them. They're like two stun muffins. They're beautiful blonde hair and flabby bodies. These guys should be stars.
No hair whatsoever except for their head.
Jesus Christ. Have I never heard of Randy and Bill Mulkey?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna.
I'm trying to really remember other famous wrestlers.
Oh my god.
I can't stop my head.
Look at these two guys. These guys are awesome. You ever watch what's Kate face Baron von Raschke?
Baron Vaughn. No, I'm not.
He had a Nazi gimmick, but his gimmick was he had like the claw. He had the claw power.
What, did you make a new channel or is it still like old YouTube?
No, it's just Gahoole now. My original channel from YouTube got deleted, but that's been over a year ago now. So the one you were on the live stream for is still my current one.
Sorry, hold on, something to it. I'll just say yo in the chat.
Okay, cool.
Alright, there we go.
I can't believe these calls actually got into someone.
No, I had to like go through my messages, go through my voice messages, which I never do. And
Just the luck of the draw, the right time at the right place. Nice.
yeah, in a Walmart parking lot all day.
Walmart parking lot. Did I ever tell you about? Have you heard about the time that someone challenged me to a fight in a Walmart parking lot and I showed up, but he didn't, so I just sat in a Walmart parking lot for 3 hours.
Someone also challenged you to at one single park.
He just wanted to kick my ass. So I said, "All right, bitch, let's go." And then I drove there.
Like Flash TV drama or something.
Yeah, he was just pissed at me. It was worth it. I just sat in a parking lot for 3 hours for no reason.
And it's just so funny. I had to deal with like an internet tough guy who doxed me like last couple of months ago, and I wish he would have beat my ass, to be honest.
But did he show up?
No, he was from California, and I'm like from all across the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go now. Have a very good live stream. I will be watching it.
Alright, it won't be any good because my co-host isn't here, but thanks for coming in.
Alright. See you around, man.
See ya.
You got some content.
There we go. There he is. Pep, pep. Wow. This is... See if I can get in touch with PPP again. I'm going to try and give him a call quick. Otherwise, right now, my plan is just to go through these old... No, you can call him about whatever, Conefield. You can just come in and talk. If PPP actually gets on eventually, eventually if he does, then we'll talk about wrestling for a while. So just call him about whatever. I don't care. Internet call program for your phone. You can just call on the phone line if you can. This is Google Voice number, so you can just call this phone number with your regular phone and put it on, and you'll be able to talk to me. I won't reveal your phone number to anyone, so you can just call me. You don't have to use an internet program at all. You can just use your phone and call me, and it works. I can call myself right now, actually. Watch. I bet this will be a terrible idea, actually. Here we go. Hello?
Boy, what's going on here, mate?
Are you some kind of Australian?
Why would you say such a thing? That would be sweet.
Well, the problem is that your words are kind of coming into me upside down, so I can kind of make out what you're saying, but I have to kind of translate it back in my head, back to normal speech.
Oh, that's okay.
Could you maybe talk not upside down for me? That'd be really good. Fucking faggot. Really awesome show I've got going here. This is really excellent. Just excellent content I'm making here. This is a great use of my time in my life. I'm just doing awesome. I'm a great fucking host for this. Let's just keep calling. Let's just go down the line. Who else do I have? Did I call this person already? Hey man, how's it going? Awesome. That's good to hear, man. What's going on with you? Yeah, you taking a big shit? I did end up calling you. You were next on the list. Okay, well, I'll make sure you cut your turd short too, so you don't get too stuffy down there. Well, that sounds like a you problem there, buddy. Maybe you want to take some antacids. All right, good luck with your shit. See ya. Call in PRT. I'm gonna call you on Discord right now just for this. Did he? Yeah, he's still not here. Hey. Hey. Let's see if PRTBC will pick up. I just called him on Discord. Ooh.
Your TV
Hello?
Shalom.
Hey! Who is this?
Is this the National Jewish Over the Hotline for popcorn fulfillment? I have an order I need to place.
Yes, this is the hotline.
Very big. Can I get one order for Zach being look out? What's up, though?
Uh,
My Pounds of Gunt stream. How y'all doing?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Except my co-host has not shown up, so that's based. That's pretty based.
Yeah, this guy's part. Once again,
Fucking late again. Listen, I get it. You know, if you can't do the show, just let me know. You know, it's fine. But I don't care. But like, he gave me the time. He told me to start now, and I'm here, and there's nothing going on. I can't do this anymore. For the person who just tried to.
if I do a little bit of advertisement for the bulletin here.
Yeah, go ahead. Plug your shit.
Okay. So on tdchen.mo/lit, the lit board run by me is conducting, or I'm doing a little lit mag. That's basically taking any kind of literary or halfway relevant to literary submissions that people want to submit. Shitposts, recipes, your manifesto before you go out to try and beat the high score. All of these things are vital to the establishment of a literary culture. So if you want to go over there, you can email Liddy Wellington being spelled SEUILLETON @protonmail.ch. And yeah, I guess put yourself on a federal watch list for Liddy culture.
You're not gonna get a federal watch list unless PRTPC is secretly a sleeper agent. But yeah, no. In case everyone didn't understand that, to translate to plain English, he's accepting submissions of any kind, of any text format to publish in a magazine. So
I don't even feel like I'm not that fucked up just yet. I'm not that fucked up just yet. Hopefully, maybe it's just a permanent thing now. Maybe I'm just fucked in the head.
perhaps you've been typing so retarded for so long, it's been unable to do anything but.
Yeah, I can't stop being on this thing. I just can't turn it off. But yeah, good luck on I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know in our hopes and prayers action will fucking arise. But yeah, good luck on the program.
Okay. Yeah, see you, dude.
I'll be here.
Have a good one. You too. Bye. Also, for the person who just tried to call in, I can only accept calls from one person at a time, so please try again, and I will try and accept it. Let's see, did you leave a voicemail? That doesn't look like you did. Oh well. And also, your number is blocked, so I can't give you a call back. So, why don't you try calling again there, buddy? I just realized I should buy the tvchan.moe domain and transfer and use that as like a redirect tvch, because I feel like that should be something that comes up. Like if you Google TV channel, it should probably come up with my site actually, but yeah, whatever. Oh, we'll see how long I can keep this going. I tried, man. I got this set up at the right time. I was there. I was here on time. Started this shit. I was ready to go. But look at me now. A complete disaster. Just like pro wrestling. Complete disaster. I'm gonna go into my Discord server and see if anyone wants to call in there. There we go. Actually interrupt everything they're doing right now. Start lifting, bro. I mean it. We love Ogre McMahon. What's the itinerary? So we've got the AEW shows from to the 23rd, the 30th, and October 7th. Maybe the what you call Class of Champions show, and maybe the what's it fucking called? The NXT Takeover show. I'm willing to talk about any and all of those because I watched them all. It just depends what PvP has watched. That was the plan. There's 3 AEW TV Dynamites, and then that's it. But I don't know what the fuck happened. I've just been waiting here. I also I'd watch it and review Bloodsport right now, but I can't because I'm doing this show. I'm saying Cloud Frank Castle Go Pro Strack my forehead. Come on, show up! Weird. Winning the wrestling shows will have a live audience. No idea. Hello? Who is this? Oh, you fucker. It was fucking Sargoy. I did not actually get Rona. I am okay. Just doing this to be funny. Well, joke's on you. Enabling streamer mode. Based. We all love Sargoy. Sneed? So do like 4chan mods actually get pissed off by the Sneed thing? Like I saw people getting banned for that. Like people think it's not funny or something. Like is that why like the big joke is with that? Because like it's still funny. Like I don't get it. What's the itinerary on the wrestling review? Blah 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 blah. When do you think the wrestling shows? I don't know when wrestling shows will have a live audience. Probably like hopefully by WrestleMania next year. So April of next year, 2021. But maybe not. Technically, they already have a live audience right now. Both Takeover and AEW Dynamite have like crowds that pay to attend every week, and so does New Japan. But it's just not big shows, and they're not traveling shows you can go see. Did I actually get Rona? I did not get Rona. I just had the flu, but I'm okay now. You started on 4chan. I don't know what happened with the Cunny spammer. I'm not interested in Cunny stuff because that's fucking disgusting. And it's pedophilia. And we do still have protests over here. We will continue to have protests forever. Probably until the day I die. Who can I call from my list here? Let's try calling Xander. Let's see if they're going to pick up. Nobody. Well, I tried. Let's try the Weasel. Ooh, Mark's online. I could try calling Mark. Wonder how that would go. open up a bunch of KFCs. We have a KFC here. The thing is, KFCs are bad now. You notice that protests started occurring when KFC's food quality dropped. KFC's food quality drops around 2014 or so, and ever since then, things have been downhill. Now, we are getting a Popeye soon, and hopefully that'll make things a little bit better around here. Waffle House. Look, it's not PPP, but, like, it's Daka Daka in the chat. Where's PPP? Where is he? Waffle House. I did not have much contact with Josh at all. I've never even talked to the dude, honestly. I have no clue what he thinks of me. I know there's a thread about me on Kiwi Farms now. I'm assuming because of me being accused of being a pedophile by the FBI, but you know, I can't do anything about that, but wait for that to get disproven. The Holy Trifecta: Waffle House, KFC, and Popeyes. Get Chick-fil-A for the most religious. We have basically all those besides Waffle House now. There's no updates. It'll get updated when I get updated. But basically, I mean, I'm fine legally. There's nothing I can do. But hopefully, just get my stuff back soon. You know, they'll drop the investigation when they find out there's nothing on my computer. But until then, they have to like look through my entire computer first, and that's gonna take them fucking months to a year plus. It got Janny the thread on Kiwi Farms. I'm not surprised, mostly because there's not enough. I'm not that big of a lolcow yet. Like, I haven't... Like, I'm sure for him, he just seen, like, it's just, like, some e-celebrity shit that doesn't matter. Which I guess is all Kiwi Farms is, but... Oh, what's up? Any suspects for who did it? I can call anal vape, I guess, but... He's offline. I don't know who did it. Listen, there's some info that's come out about it that I don't want to talk about too much, but I'm kind of suspecting that it wasn't anyone specific that did this to me. I'll just say that it wasn't just me in my area that this shit happened to, and I'm getting suspected it was some kind of thing with Tor, using a bounce network off of like our local ISP or something, and I just got caught in a wide net of a bunch of different people getting accused of stuff, so don't want to go into it too much, but yeah, that's the story. It was PPP all along. It's the Happa. It was the Happa. It's his fault. Oh yeah, but to go back to the dog collar match, I did like the dog collar match. I think it's weird that Cody won the belt back right away, but I think Cody's going to lose it this week to Orange Cassidy. And I think they're going to do a three-way of Cassidy, Brody Lee, and Cody at the pay-per-view. I think that's going to be what they would build to next. With Cassidy coming out on top from that, and then Cody and Brody continuing to feud as in like just a regular like match thing. That they're just going at each other then for a little bit. PB got depressed because of his bets. Yeah, that could be it. Listen, if he's busy, it's whatever. Just let me know. It's like, I can't do the show tonight. And then I will cut it quits. I'll give him another, like, 5-10 minutes, and then we'll see if something interesting is happening by then, like, on voice. You know, what can I do? The Happa. But, no, I have no suspects for who did this. Have I seen how fat Anal Vape has gotten? No, I haven't. I haven't really been paying attention to anything he's done, because I don't... He's fat! Let's go see. So he's not Anal Vape anymore, he's Ooze Pop, which is such a stupid fucking name. Like, it's so bad. Does he have face cam? Oh, he does have face cam. Like 27 views. Wow, he's really put on the pounds, man. That's kind of sucks. But he's not that bad yet. That's because he's fucking vaping. Look at these like fucking anime posters in the background here. playing these shitty games on Twitch for a grand total of 27 viewers. Like, I understand that, like, you can't actually, always get good viewers and stuff. But, like, I don't get why people continue to stream on Twitch if they don't have a lot of views. It's kind of dumb. Just tell us yourself about PPP and dunk on them. So here's a fun fact. 2 weeks ago when we didn't do the show, PPP called me and he's like, listen, man, I can't do the show tonight. I just didn't watch the wrestling. And we spent like an hour talking about wrestling anyway, so we should have just done the show without talking about like that specific show. We could have totally done it. Listen, I'm getting as many views on this stream right now playing nothing on a worse live streaming platform, objectively. Like, people don't go to YouTube for live streams, they go to Twitch. So I'm getting more views on my stream. I don't get consistently more views on my videos, but like I do put in like I put like 0 effort into my videos and I get pretty good stuff. Try some other time talking about my time on 8chan Cornfield. Cornfield, I don't know what to tell you, man. Google Voice can sometimes be a bitch. I'm also on I'll post a link to the Discord channel if you want to try using that and calling in with just that. I'm like in my Discord chat right now waiting for people to call in. Let me see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get an invite. Juneteenth. How many days has it been? I don't know off the top of my head. It's been 114 days since Juneteenth. Call Surfer instead. I'd like to talk to Surfer. Oh yeah, Zach's Wikipedia edit's getting doxxed. That's pretty cool. And there's always more like Zach stuff just waiting to be found. He's such a prolific person online. Like, he's everywhere. You can tell. Like, I've done Wikipedia edits before. I have edited stuff from Wikipedia because there's been like times I've like looked for info on Wikipedia and it hasn't been there, and so I've researched it separately and then I've added it in. It's a huge ass room. This is my dining room. This is my dining room. I have a room upstairs too. I'm living here with 3 other people. It's me and my 3 roommates, but I've got my room upstairs. I have to do a house tour. Maybe I'll do that after this stream ends. I'll make a house tour video, quick. But yeah, I've got the arcade. Let's get the camera up. Okay, can you see that? Got the 2 arcade machines, my Ron Paul statue, my boombox, jukebox, my pinball table. I have a house. This house is basically mine and my roommates, so I can stream wherever the fuck I want. Me and the roommates all watch wrestling together every Wednesday. We watch AEW together. Yeah. I've got a Lay's chips bag and a huge array of video games that I've collected over the years. Kitchen down there. There's more room. This is like just the dining room. There's a kitchen there. Then there's a TV room over there. And I'm sitting, I already showed this at the beginning of the stream, on the beautiful monk chair throne. MAME. Yeah, I've got a MAME cabinet. Yeah, I do. The pinball off? Yeah, I'll do a round of pinball. Hold up. Give me a second. Let's do this. All right. It's an old, like, home style machine. replace the bulb on that.
Oh, which one?
The backlight for the panel.
Yeah.
We'll have to replace that.
Okay, but why did you just shout, "Oh, fuck"?
Because I got a gutter ball.
Oh.
I got a gutter ball.
You made it sound like you actually got hurt.
No, I didn't get hurt. I just got a gutter ball.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good to know you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. If I'm in the Discord chat right now, go into Neo voice chat if you want to be live on the air right now. You can call in right now if you want to talk. 24/7 paramedics. Oh, my bit rate's too low. Oh, fuck off. 5 pounds of bumpers. Show the pinball. Yeah, I will do a tour of the whole house at some point when I get the chance. But maybe after the stream is done. I would do it right now, but I'm kind of tethered to this Ethernet cable, so I can really only show off like the first floor, and even that I don't want to move my laptop around too much. The way to smack. Fuck Mundane Matt. What a dumbass. Do a viewer stream. This is what we are doing. We are doing a viewer stream right now. Call-ins are open. The line is live. I'm ready to go. I thought the wrestling shows were pretty good. The thing is, I don't have a lot to say about them tonight. Do a pinball machine tour instead. This is the one. This is the only one I have. Okay, this is my one. It's a Briarwood home edition of the Circus pinball machine, which I believe is a Bally machine. I forget. But it was like an old like 80s you could like pinball at home table thing, which is why it's smaller than a full-size pinball machine, and it's made entirely out of wood. But it's awesome. I love it. I'm so glad I found it. I got it for $100 on Facebook Marketplace one day. It was so nice. So worth the drive. I drove up to, I think it was in Northfield or something to get it, and it was a fucking great drive out there. Love that machine. It's so cool. Anyways, Monday Matt failed his own redemption arc. Listen, he fucked up by going against the Liddy. He doesn't think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is Adam! Yeah. Come out here quick. Show guns. Not on YouTube, dude. Okay, so there's this guy online named Mundane Matt, and he doesn't think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a movie star. He says that because he hasn't been the lead in a franchise yet, he's not a movie star.
That's retarded.
Isn't that so stupid? Okay, think about this. How many movie franchises has Adam Sandler led?
Not many.
How many movie franchises has Robert De Niro led?
Not many.
None!
Yeah.
He doesn't lead franchises. He's just in a lot of good fucking movies.
Yes.
What about Will Ferrell? Would you consider Will Ferrell a movie star?
Kind of.
Yeah, he's a comedy movie star. He's comedy, yeah. But, like, is he the lead in, like, a fucking franchise?
Not a franchise, no.
Okay. Let's keep going. Let's break outside the box here. Ryan Gosling. Is Ryan Gosling a movie star?
Yes.
How many franchises has he led? 9! Is Daisy Ridley a movie star? Really? Like, is Daisy Ridley as big of a star as Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, or Ryan Gosling?
No.
Okay, but she's the lead in a franchise.
Yes.
In Star Wars. What about, say, like, who's another fucking franchise lead? Like, name me a movie franchise that, like, people watch.
Game of Thrones.
That's a television show.
Oh, yeah.
But Sophie Turner is an X-Men. She's not the lead, though. I think James McAvoy, I guess, is Professor X. Like, okay. This is such a dumb fucking thing. And he's, like, technically the lead in Jumanji, too, but that's an ensemble film to him. Isn't the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe an ensemble film too? So are any of those franchises?
That's the dumbest fucking shit.
Like, can you fucking imagine believing that? That you need to lead a franchise to be a movie star? Al Pacino! Al fucking Pacino! Like one of the top movie stars of all time. How many? He was like what in The Godfather? That was like 2 movies until the 90s. For most of his acting career, he was not a franchise lead. Mm-hmm. He was famous because he was in good fucking movies that made money.
Yes. So one day Matt's a retard.
What?
So Monday Matt's a retard.
Yeah, Monday Matt's a retard. This is what happens when you insult the Liddy. The based Liddy. Where's my Blu-ray box set of Fast and Furious? I think I have it here somewhere. Do I have it? Well, maybe I don't. Well, I have Hobbs and Shaw. And that's what really matters. I don't have it on me. But I have Hobbs and Shaw.
Yes.
Where did Damien put the Fast and Furious Blu-ray collection? That's the more important one.
It might be down in those boxes downstairs.
Those aren't his.
Oh, there's not?
Those are our neighbors.
Okay.
But whatever the case, I mean, sew this off. Check this out. Guys have the Criterion Godzilla collection. Look at that. Isn't that based? Woo! Look at all that art. Look at all these movies. Look at that. Look at all these fucking Godzilla films. Imagine paying money for movies. Thanks, Adam.
You're welcome.
Clark Gable. Clark Gable. Gone with the Wind. Fucking Clark Gable. Did he lead a franchise? No! My name Matt knows where I live. Yeah, I basically everything I do is green and purple. That's basically my go-to color scheme for basically everything. Because I love green. It's my favorite color because I'm Irish. I'm Irish. And then obviously thanks Doc. So yeah, no response. PPP. So the show is basically going on. Yes, Adam is the guy I told the TARDIS joke to. That is my roommate, Adam. My best friend since I was 4, so almost 20 years of being best friends. He's the best guy I know. Would trust my life to him. I would put my life in his hands. He's that trustworthy. Gojira! Oh, it's Gojira! Godzilla is not Kakame. What the fuck do you think? The Rock was the lead in Scorpion. Right, but that's not a franchise technically. But even so, it's like he's the highest paid actor in Hollywood. All of his movies make money because he is in them. All right. All my school bullies were gay. Watching it was on my desktop, but you know, Adam's not my top suspect. Actually, no, it's my alcoholic roommate. Actually, I think he's the one who did it. Not gonna lie. If any of us did it, it was him, and he was blackout drunk while doing it. But I don't think it was him, cause I've got info. It's like I don't think it. It's bullshit. Guntajira. Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Is my audio alright?
Yeah, you can hear you. You're good.
So, I wanted to ask you about HM specifically because it's like I got into TV because of HM TV. I started on Poll and then realised Poll was kind of shit, moved over. So, like, what
Most of the people who came to 8chan went to V or Pol. V was the first influx of people, and then Pol was second.
Yeah, I was part of the Gamergate lot, really. Like, I really bought into it. I was pretty young at the
me
time,
too.
so.
I was total Gamergater back in the day.
Totally. Like, I made, like, several Twitter accounts to, like, get in on that and shit. Dunno.
Yeah,
I
that's how
guess
it
it's
goes.
just stuff you do when you're young.
When
So,
you're
I wanted to ask you, like...
Yeah.
Go on.
No, you go ahead. What do you want to ask?
When it comes to, like, Sneed posting and stuff, that started... I don't know if it started on 8chan or... Because I know there was a Discord of Sneed stuff. Did that start on 8chan or 4chan?
I'm pretty sure that started on 4chan, actually. Sneed is definitely a 4chan meme. I think people were posting it. I think the mods deleted it because they didn't... For some reason, they didn't think it was funny or something. So now people post it a lot.
So it just caught on because of that?
It got on because they were told not to do it, so now Sneed posting is very popular because... It's popular because people are told not to do it, I think.
Yeah. From my perception of it, it seemed like it was a anti-tranny thing, because whenever you'd see, like, lefty Pol stuff being posted in TV to try and counter, like, the Pol stuff, you would see people Sneed posting in those threads to sort of, like, shit up the threads. To get the mods to nuke the thread, sort of thing, is my perception of it.
That might be kind of right. That's kind of how a lot of off-topic stuff goes, though, is that usually when you post something that's off-topic, the board will usually respond by just posting board memes.
So, when it comes to Zach and Eurasian Tiger, the other guy?
I don't know who Eurasian Tiger is. I know Zach, though.
There was two of them. There's the one who spams the blacked threads on Adult GIF, and then there's Zach, Emma Watson fag, from my remember of it.
Mm-hmm.
How much... Like, how much did he dwell and mained on, like, 8chan specifically, like, during your time there?
He was there all the time.
Could you tell?
You could tell
all the time.
You could tell his posting style very specifically. Either, like, he'll come in and he'll defend Emma Watson to the death if you post about her, but you'll also be able to see him in other threads, too. He likes to post a lot about Kubrick. He loves talking about Kubrick, and he hates, Nicholas Winding Refn and his movies, and he hates, Tarkovsky threads.
Based.
So you'll be able to spot him very easily, especially if you're around long enough on TV. He's a regular. I mean, it's what it is. He is himself.
Do you remember Ravenfag?
Oh, I fucking remember Ravenfag, dude.
Yeah.
He was originally Maisie Fag before he was Ravenfag.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. This is the deep lore that you forget. But Ravenfag and Maisie Fag are one and the same fucking thing. He transitioned his waifu to being Maisie because he was so embarrassed by... he transitioned to Raven because he was so embarrassed by Maisie. Other fun fact, if you ever go on Woo, the wrestling board, Booley Fag or Bailey Fag transitioned to being Tony Fag. So...
Okay. Now, is 8kun any good? Or I don't even know if it's still 8kun now. Like, I'm sure it sheds skins quite often.
It's still 8kun. I never use 8kun. When it first launched, it ran horribly. I don't know if it still runs horribly for users, but it still runs horribly for... what's it called? Not users. It still runs horribly for moderators. Trying to moderate on that is such a pain in the ass.
Okay.
Essentially, it's every single board besides Q Research is dead. They didn't bring back any of the legacy boards besides TV and V. They didn't bring back Pol, I think for obvious reasons, unfortunately. But
that's something I wanted to ask you, like the legacy board, because I remember specifically because Mark was so bad with V. Like there was this whole fight about should legacy boards be controlled by site admins versus first come first serve sort of system.
Well,
I mean, what was your?
I mean, I had TV. I mean, I've had TV since I still have TV there. It's still my board. I know I haven't logged in there in a while. I used to still update the movie club over there, but I haven't done that in quite a while either because I just don't feel like it.
What can you tell me about Zero Sugar? Because was him fucking Porky real? Was that getting his dick sucked? Was that actually Zero Sugar?
That was not actually Zero Sugar. There's a good story behind that.
No.
It's sad, I know, but that is the Lefty Pol Bro owner. That is Porky. That is him. I'm almost positive of that. But people always thought it was Zero Sugar getting that was him because when that video was first posted on TV, I deleted it right away because I thought it was just some gay porn that was being spammed. I was like, why is this gay porn being spammed everywhere? I didn't realize it was porn of the lefty pole board owner. So when people saw that it was getting deleted on just TV specifically, they must have figured, oh, Zero Sugar is the other guy in that video because Zero Sugar was the board owner at the time. So that's what they figured.
Oh, and you were an admin. Okay.
I was the admin at the time. So that's why people think.
What made him throw his hands up and give it to you?
He ran out of time. He didn't have enough time to do it. There was a couple of times where he just wasn't around a lot, and I would like be emailing him constantly, like, "Hey, we need to do stuff," you know. And then he eventually just handed it over to me. By that time, I was already attention whoring quite a bit, and I couldn't go back on it. And you know, I think it actually worked out in the end, unfortunately, because you know when the site went down, my YouTube channel was still up, and I was still able to redirect people to the new sites when they would come up. And because of that, thankfully, we were able to retain a good chunk of our user base, and even the old users were able to find my YouTube channel, and then through that find the new site. So we were able.
Yeah, that's me. Yep.
We were able to maintain some people, but not everyone, just because it sucks. I was board owner for a couple months. It was around May of 2019 that it transitioned over to me, and then I had this board for the summer, and then August the whole shit went down, and I got transferred over.
I was a bit fucked up at the time. I was smoking weed a lot and stuff, but in my memory, it was like at least a year or a year and a half. Like it felt like ages.
It happened last year, a little bit over a year ago, August of last year. Yeah.
Wow, it feels like it's been ages.
It has been ages.
Now, I back to Maisie Fag or Raven Fag. I found an image of and it got posted around on HMTV a lot as well, but of like some dude who was obviously a tranny, like posing nude with Ravens from the shitty Teen Titans Go thing. Yeah, with Raven's face on it. And he vehemently denied that it was him, but I'm pretty sure it was him. So he might have been like a tranny trap Discord.
I don't know if he is a tranny. I wouldn't be surprised.
Is he still around?
He's around on another site. Last I checked, he was around on Bunker Chan or one of the Co's somewhere. He's moved around a lot.
Oh, of course.
He's not on TV Chan anymore, but.
Okay.
But I think that was someone like pretending, like using an image to make him mad. Raven is from Romania.
Oh, okay. It's a bit awkward.
There's another. Oh, Hungary, actually, not Romania. Ooh, a lot of details coming out in the chat here. I don't know. I'm not a complete follower on the Raven Fag stuff because I just consider him an annoying faggot.
Yeah, I can't read chat at the minute because I'm on my fucking phone.
What can you do? But I will say, Hungary. Well, you know when you pronounce it Hungary, it's Hungary. You know, it's Hungary. It's Hungary. Is it Hungary or is it Hungary? What do you think?
It's Hungary. Has to be
Hungary.
Because they're all poor, right? That's how it goes.
Basically, yeah. But no, he left. Birdfag left before 8chan went down. Garfield Poster left midway, like a couple months ago when TV Chan was a couple months old. And a lot of the old posters are kind of gone, unfortunately. I mean, some of them are still around. Zach's still around. Yakuza still posts, you know. You remember Yakuza?
I tend to stay away. I tend to stay away from his posts. Like,
yeah, he's fucking crazy. I don't get it, but he's a fucking schizo too. But he's a cool dude, you know.
I would pretty much engage in like shit posting threads and stuff because I never. Okay, I would take part in the Star Trek, the Swole Trek threads. I was in them constantly. Loved Swole Card and stuff like that. The Star Trek threads as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Stargate threads and stuff. But
let's see, other
than that, I wouldn't really.
Is
How long
Strek,
did you?
is Strek a board still somewhere? I feel like it should be. Yeah, it's still a board on the Joulet Rebirth, whatever. But we don't have a lot of Star Trek threads on our on TV right now. I guess just people. We just lost so many people. It sucks.
Yeah, and the kind of people, if you go on like 4chan TV, the Star Trek threads are spammed by these people posting like lower decks and stuff like that. I think they might be doing it ironically, but they're posting like Picard, Discovery, and this one person's obsessed with the brown chick from it, and they relentlessly post fucking reaction images of her in the fucking thread. Just shit.
Fucking waifu fags, right? They're never ending menace, aren't they?
Yeah. What was your position on waifu fags? Like what?
Oh, I hated them. I wanted them banned, but then I lost my fight to them, and they got to stay on the board. But I hate those fucking faggots. If I could, I would. If the waifu fags are listening, listen. Look at me. If the waifu fags are listening, I want you all dead. I would like to personally beat the shit out of all of you.
They're all terrible.
They all suck. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, just with different girls. That's it. Like the Jenny fags, the Megan fags, the Emma fags, but all the Emma fags.
I will say the
Ashley fags. Okay, you know who is? I'm not sure if he is a tranny, but he's for sure a fucking faggot. The Brie Larson fan, a faggot.
Oh yeah, absolutely, undeniably.
He's in this. Completely. He's in this Discord right now. You're with him, right? His Brie Larson fan 2004 in this Discord. You should DM him or something. He's a total piece of shit. Like he's so creepy. Dude. Like he posts like stupid. Oh, he's a fuck that guy.
Rotten to my toes, honestly. Fucking disgusting woman. What the fuck's her name? The chick who played Daenerys?
Oh, Emilia Clarke?
Yeah, there were several Emilia fags, weren't there? From what I remember, there was at least 3.
Back in the day, since the last couple seasons of Game of Thrones, not so much. Basically, all the Game of Thrones waifus are dead. The Maisie fag's kind of gone. Anyone who
everything.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is dead.
No one posts about it anymore. Dead. It's just like dog shit. Everyone laughed at the ending, and then we all moved on. It's culturally dead. There's nothing.
Stannis posting still has steam, though. It's good to see. Ah!
The dog.
Game of Thrones threads still get around. Like
they still have.
Mostly it will be. Yeah, it will mostly just be people posting like her cunt became the world or Sunset found her squatting or something like that.
It's kind of unfortunately the tail end of the memes and the culture though. It's done. It's a series that just completely shat the bed. It was the height. It was like the most popular thing in the world. I remember I was in New York for the premiere of the first episode of the last season. Not for that specifically, but I was just around when it was happening. I was in there for WrestleMania. Actually, I was in New York, and they had this huge throne set up, and all the stars were coming out. And I remember I walked by Cliff Blazinski on the street. And I was like, "Hey, you're that asswipe who made Gears of War."
Oh no! Oh, Lawbreakers! What a travesty!
What a travesty! And he was like, "There's all these celebrities out on the red carpet. And there's hundreds of thousands of people that cried around this park to try and get a glimpse of these people." And then 3 months later, once the show was done, no one gave a shit. You could probably walk by Sophie Turner on the street, and no one would give 2 shits about her.
Okay, in Bongland, I'm British, as you can tell, and down in East Sussex, so you get specifically a city where there are lots of famous people. Like PewDiePie lives where I live, lots of people do, and there are just chicks who look exactly like her. That kind of sort of attractive, but
slags, total whores,
fucking slags. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not a big Game of Thrones fan. I think the books are kind of hackney in a lot of ways, especially in. Well, okay, they're pretty good, but when you consider how good people say they are, they're not that good. It's like Event Horizon. I like Event Horizon, but people really, really love it more than I think its actual merit is.
I mean, that's the whole story of that whole show is that people talked it up to death. You know, they built it up as this big stuff. The first 3 or so seasons or books, you know, are pretty damn good. And
yeah, exactly. It was,
and then
it was
falls
good
off the
material.
fucking table. You know, it goes down to shit, and it's like people want like a good fantasy television series, but like, you know, it's like you watch this and it's like, well, I mean, the books went to shit before the show did. You know, people don't realize that. It's like, well, what? And people think, well, the book ending might be better. It's like, no, it's not. The books suck. George R. R. Martin doesn't know how to finish a story. He doesn't know how to. He had one good idea, a good concept, and he did it okay for a little while, and then it fell the fuck apart.
He's such a wannabe Tolkien. It's beyond cringe. Like,
well, yeah, no shit. I mean,
even
the whole idea of it is like it's supposed to be like Lord of the Rings, but done in a different take with like more realism or something.
Yeah,
but then the whole thing devolves into like worse fantasy shit than Tolkien ever made. Like, it was more nonsensical and more unrealistic than anything ever made by Tolkien. You know,
yeah, Tolkien hated allegory, and he did base his books on stuff that was happening in his life, but it wasn't an allegory for it. Yeah. Versus Tolkien, where the whole thing is supposed to be allegorical.
Let's C.S. Lewis more. And, I mean, George R. R. Martin, like, the thing is that the allegory shifts from book to book. One book, I mean, at one point it's supposed to be about, you know, like, politics and, like, you know, like a realistic take on a fantasy setting, and then, you know, suddenly it's an allegory for the...
policies. Yeah.
Right. And then suddenly it's an allegory for the Middle Eastern war, and it's like, this doesn't fit. It doesn't make any sense. It's dog shit, and it went to crap. But we can't... It doesn't matter. It's over. And we shouldn't care. We shouldn't give it any more time or attention of our lives, and instead we should just sneed post. Because that's based.
Yeah. I remember, specifically when it came to, like, the kind of people who would engage in those sorts of Game of Thrones threads, or the Doctor Who threads that would crop up occasionally when the show was airing at the time. Mm-hmm. Like, they seemed to be people from outside the board who would kind of eventually blend in. Sort of thing. But
especially on 8chan. I mean, the Game of Thrones threads were big. You know, when the show was ending and stuff. Like, it was like the last like big like show we all like watched together. Unfortunately, like, I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna go watch Hubie.
The main reason. Sorry.
I'm gonna go watch Hubie Halloween after this. But like, I've managed to meme Adam Sandler on TV Chan to being a kind of a rallying figure behind to watch his shit. But like, besides Better Call Saul now, which doesn't have anywhere near the traffic that Game of Thrones did, like, there's no show that everyone on TV Chan watches. Like, there's no show that, like, everyone watches now. It's basically over.
Okay, on Adam Sandler, I'm a big Click fan, but all of the other movies, like, fall short. I'm not a big Adam, like...
You need to rewatch it. You need to rethink it. Stop back, take the cynicism out of your head, and watch them for purely comedic sake. Just watch it. All of his movies are built around telling jokes. That's it.
What, including Jack vs. Jill?
Jack and Jill is a great movie. I've watched it 4 times.
What the fuck?
I have watched it 4 times. 3 of them for streaming, 1 on my own. It's not that bad. It's actually funny.
Jack and Jill is a good movie. I agree.
And I'll tell you why. And here's how I'll defend it. Everyone thinks the joke is that, oh, it's Adam Sandler in a wig. That's funny. That's not the joke, because that's not inherently funny. What's funny is the joke of the movie, is the core comedy of the movie, is that Al Pacino has the hots for Adam Sandler in a wig. That's what's funny. And that is what works. Because
this has to be an American humor thing, because
Listen, there's a scene in the movie where... There's a scene firsthand in the movie where Al Pacino just loses it on some guy who talked on his phone in a theater. And he's like, I'm out here, we're risking my life for this business. This is my life, and you're fucking it up. And like everyone claps, and it's like, holy shit, Al Pacino. And then later on in the movie, when Al Pacino is so enamored with Jill, he's so in the thing, he's doing the same play on a different night, and then he gets a call from Jill, and he stops the entire play just to talk to Jill and go, yeah, honey, oh yeah, give it to me, baby, I'm gonna do ya, yeah!
But that would be funny if it were Adam Sandler's character pretending to be his sister, but it's supposed to be a separate person.
It is Adam Sandler's kid pretending to be his sister in that scene, actually.
No.
It is. In that scene specifically, it is. Because there's a part in the movie where Adam Sandler dresses up like Jill so that he can trick Al Pacino into being in the Dunkachino commercial.
I had to turn it off like about half an hour in, because especially when it comes to advertising, it's so flagrant. Like,
Yes,
Have
I'm
you-
sure we've all seen the Red Letter Media review. I get it. You know, you watch that, and it's a very powerful review in how much it condemns the movie. But watch it with a fresh mind. Watch it with a bunch of people together, and I guarantee you'll laugh.
Have you
it's
guys
not even a
watched?
red letter.
Have you guys watched Hubie yet?
I'm watching it like after the stream, actually.
It's an homage to every movie Adam Sandler's made. That's exactly what the movie is.
Yes, can't fucking wait.
It is. I thought it was brilliant. My wife fucking hated it, but I thought it was great.
You gotta watch it.
It's really good. I mean, every movie. If you look hard enough, you can find little bits from every movie he's ever made.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it's like actually like really good. I'm surprised because I heard after Uncut Gems got Oscar stumped, his goal was going to be to make the worst movie of all time. So I hope he still does that because I'm sure that'll be funny too. But listen, man, I'm deadly serious. I think Adam Sandler movies are legitimately funny. They are legitimately good comedy.
Oh, yeah.
He gets
Yeah,
comedy.
he has good ones, sure.
Most of his movies are good. I would say this. And there's a couple of, like, lesser ones, but even like the ones people like ridicule, like Ridiculous Six has some fucking funny moments. It's not that bad. People like to shit on it because it's cheap comedy, but the truth is, dumb comedy is better than smart comedy. Because dumb comedy is closer to what is actually funny in life. When comedians, when they talk about smart comedy, they like watching comedy that makes them feel good about themselves. Whereas true comedy is just there to go laugh at. You know? What's funnier, Bill Maher or some guy getting shit on by a horse?
Some guy getting shit on by a horse.
Bill Maher's not a comedian, though.
He is a
comedian. Political pundit.
Yeah, he is.
Is
He
he
was
not?
a stand. Yes, sir. He was a stand-up comedian.
I just use Bill Maher as an example, but
was.
you could also use someone like Jim Gaffigan or even Bill Burr. Their style of humor is humor that makes you feel good for thinking smart. Whereas real humor is all about laughing at the stupidity of the world and reveling in it and accepting that you are stupid. And, you know, Adam Sandler is not playing the smart guy, he's playing the funny man. You know, I don't like Grown Ups. I think Grown Ups is a bad movie because Adam Sandler's not that good in it. But, you know, like Little Nicky's a great fucking movie. Little Nicky's fucking hilarious.
Little Nicky was great.
You gotta like go in with an open mind. Step back and think, what am I here to laugh at?
For me, this isn't even a RLM thing, but in the UK, like product placement, especially on the BBC, is banned. Like you're not allowed to do it. You have to go out of your way to block company logos and stuff unless it's
really.
I'm not sure
I didn't know that.
diegetic to the
Well,
scene.
BBC is a public broadcasting company, so they can't have sponsorships.
Yeah, it's undue deference is I think the term is it. But so because of that, and that bleeds over into ITV and Channel 4 and other places where you typically see a lot of movies, and they are allowed to play American movies and stuff, but being exposed to a lot more British media, like I pick up on, you know, a Coke can surreptitiously placed to display the whole logo. I see that, and I just, it takes me out of the movie because I get transported to the set, and there's a grip turning the can to get that right, and there's a Coke CEO or midline manager or something making sure all the cans are, you know, mathematically placed to the right camera angles, and it takes me out. It completely takes me out. I can't hack it. I can't handle it at all.
I know your eye is directly drawn to that specific product, and
I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from, but you know the thing is, a movie which has Dunkachino in it can't be that bad. In fact, it has to be great.
I vehemently disagree.
Listen,
my favorite scene.
It's not Al anymore. It's Dunk.
You're right.
Dunkachino?
Right.
Don't mind if I do. What's my name? Dunkachino. It's a whole new game. Dunkachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend. Attica, hooah, latte light. This whole trial is out of sight. They pull me back in with hazelnut too. Caramel swirl, I know it was you. Everyone wants my Dunkachino. Can't get enough of my Dunkachino. Kids from 7 to 17 lining up for my Dunkachino. What's my name? Dunkachino. A Dunkachino.
The last scene in that movie. The last scene in that movie is, you know, I would use all my powers to never let this air, and I love that part.
It's hilarious.
We live in the age of the death of movie stars, really. Like you know.
Yeah. The movie star as a concept is basically dead. The only actor who drives ticket sales anymore is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's the.
I knew you. I literally, the second I said that, I knew you were going to say that.
It's true though.
Rock
Like,
fan.
what other movie actor gets people to go to theaters just to see them in it? It's just him, and that's just his carryover from being in wrestling. He was a star in wrestling, which has allowed him to carry that over into movies.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
problem
to be
isn't
honest, I did
the
like
problem
the
isn't that
Nazi.
he's the biggest movie star in the world. He's the only movie star in the world. No other actor drives ticket sales. Not any of them.
Well, you say that, but Mission Impossible did the Fallout or whatever did pretty well considering like.
Yeah,
how
you got
much-
Tom Cruise is up
you
there
got-
too. I agree, but
Don't forget about Will Smith. Will Smith pulls in a fucking crowd like you
no,
wouldn't
no.
believe.
After Earth bombed to fucking death.
yeah, okay.
Like,
Here's the
The
deal.
Mummy
You know what else
did better
bombed?
than
The
After
Mummy
Earth.
also bombed without Brendan Fraser. I should add.
It did better than After Earth, though. Like,
It did, but it also was a movie that
and then
didn't.
you've got Oblivion.
Right, yes. And then there's plenty of movies that Tom Cruise has been in that don't do well. Mission Impossible makes money now because there's Mission Impossible as an action series, and it makes money off the name Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise alone does not sell that movie, unfortunately. He's the closest he's the closest besides Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I'll give you that. He's up there, and in many ways he may also be one of the last movie stars left. But his star power is way lesser than it was even 10 years ago. A movie cannot succeed with Tom Cruise alone. Even Tom Hanks, who was also one of the guys you could go see a movie just for it having Tom Hanks, has had plenty of stingers in the last 3 to 4 years, which just shows that his star power has dropped significantly. You know, I mean, it's like Tom Cruise, I agree, is the other one that would be on that list, but it's not many people. It's a very small list. There's no women on the list. There's basically no black actors. It's just a couple of white dudes and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Well, to be fair, is it Scarlett Johansson or no?
With Johansson.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence has been in a couple of movies that have bombed. Mother, you know, there's movies that she is in that people don't go to see, even though she's in them. You know, she's not the driving force of the sales of those tickets.
She had a hard time ever
did
since those dirty pictures came out. She's had a hard time ever since that happened.
What's that one with her and Chris Pratt trapped on a spaceship?
Who?
I can't remember the name of it. I've forgotten the name of the chick as well. Fucking.
Is she really a movie star then? If you can't remember her name, like.
Oh, you mean
It's 3 a.m. Give me a break.
talking about the one where they're trapped in a spaceship for a very long time? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah. She sold that movie because Chris Pratt doesn't
Gravity?
shift the movie really. Yes,
No,
Gravity.
Is it
no,
it's Gravity. No, that was Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago. A lot of these movies, you know, it's like, who are these movies? I mean, like, I think Tom Cruise is a movie star. To be fair, I do think Tom Cruise is also, like, a guy who sells tickets. I'm not going to deny it. But I think his star power is waning from its peak. I think he's on his way out. I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's just reaching his zenith, and his money-making potential is probably going to be at its peak next year or the year after.
We saw this with Schwarzenegger, though, didn't we? He had his peak, and then
That's
you
not
get
all stars
older.
are like that. All stars are all movie stars and all stars in general. Music stars, action stars, wrestling stars too. They have a peak and then they go and then either they reinvent themselves or they do something new, or eventually they just die out. And that's how stars go. They burn brightly and they burn out. You know. And I think Tom Cruise is on his way down.
The movie was called Passengers.
Oh yes, that's the one. You know, she sold that. I think she did because nobody gives a shit, especially after. I think it was before Jurassic World, but you know, Jurassic World only did its numbers because it had Dallas Howard, who's hot as fuck, and the Jurassic World logo, and that's pretty much the only reason they sold. But Chris Pratt can't shift a movie. Like.
I mean,
Brad Pitt.
Brad
Pitt still draws them in too.
Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
Sometimes he doesn't. You know, I mean, like same thing with Matt Damon. I think both of them they're more classical movie stars, like Clark Gable or someone like that, where they're like kind of like manly men, you know, pretty boy stars. And I think in some ways they drive movie sales, but I don't think that they have anywhere near the drawing power of a Tom Cruise. And I think they're also Brad Pitt's especially on his way out. I think Matt Damon's basically done. You know, I think
DiCaprio's still in it, I'd say.
DiCaprio is more like a Al Pacino type or a Robert De Niro, where he's going to be in movies that are going to be good because he's a good actor and good directors like him. And I think, you know, there's only a couple directors people go to see them for the director coming, but he'll be in like Oscar movie contention, which is a whole different story. But then that's not him selling the tickets. That's like the movie being the best of the year selling the tickets.
Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah.
No, I did not. I avoided it at all costs.
It's actually
I'm not a big
good.
Tarantino fan.
I am not the biggest Tarantino fan either. It's his best movie by far. It's his most
Far.
mature. It's his most interesting, and it's probably the best one he's made in a fucking decade. Probably at least 2 decades. I would recommend it actually. It's very, very good.
Over Kill Bill.
Much better than Kill Bill.
Much
oh my
better
god.
than Kill Bill,
So
yeah.
fucking much better than Kill Bill.
Yeah, it's not cartoony like Kill Bill was. Yeah, it's very good.
It's very
well
grounded,
done.
very realistic, very good period piece. It really feels like the era it's supposed to be in. It's really well paced and built up. It's got good characters. It doesn't have, Redditor Quentin Tarantino dialogue, which is all just quips and like fake sounding shit. It's
And
very
it gives
good.
it-
I would never praise his movies unless it was very, very good, but it's like way better. It's way better than fucking Hateful Eight, which was a shitty movie, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was too. And it gives a different historical ending to a very horrible time in Hollywood, 1969, when with Manson and all that.
Yeah, it's a good
different
take on the
thing.
Manson stuff. I thought the Manson cult was really cool. It's really actually very good. I would recommend
What I
it.
thought was interesting about that movie is they offered them the actual car that they drove up to the neighborhood with, but Tarantino refused to use the actual car. They made one that looked just like it, but they wouldn't use the actual car out of taste. Which that's not usually Tarantino. He would usually use the car. I don't know. He's changed.
Yeah, I think he's matured in the last year or two. It's crazy, but like it's a good movie. I wouldn't say that if it wasn't a good movie.
I feel like to some degree. he
Fuck
understood
Bailey!
that-
SMG, you piece of shit. Bailey's a shit wrestler. She looks like dog shit. She looks like a 40-year-old Mexican fucking maid mom. She's disgusting.
Who?
You suck. There's a
Who?
wrestler, Bailey. You don't get into it, man. It's just bullshit.
I
Bliss
won't.
is Bliss still a wrestler? Does she still?
Yeah, Bliss is still a wrestler. She's in a storyline with the new evil demon character.
Is Bliss Fag still around?
Yeah, Blissfag is still around, I'm sure.
No way! I don't believe that.
I don't know if he posts much, but I
That's
can tell
dedication.
he's lurking in the shadows, just waiting to strike. She's in the storyline with Plastic. No, the thing with modern Hollywood is the movie franchises are what's the name brand and the franchises sell tickets. You're not going to see a movie because Bill Murray is in it. You're going to see because it's Ghostbusters. That's the mentality, because they don't want to depend on one person. They want to depend on the brand or the marketing selling the movie more so than the actors or the people. And that's made movies really impersonal and fake feeling in the last fucking 5-10 years. It makes them all feel like products and cheap shit.
Especially with Mulan. Mulan was like a travesty.
I never
went
even
to go
watched
see
it. I mean, what do you
girlfriend,
expect?
and it was
Yeah,
it was beyond the pale of like what the fuck, because me and my girlfriend had seen
Girlfriend?
Mulan, both.
I'm
Same
sorry,
time.
sir.
Listen,
This is an incel
listen.
stream. We don't allow fucking sex havers on this talk show. You fucking
When I
disgusting
got-
piece of shit.
When HM shut down, I kind of stopped smoking weed and sorted shit out, and it is easy as
You
fuck.
should stop
if you
smoking
just-
weed. You should stop smoking weed
if
in
you
general.
just-
It's disgusting. But, you filthy sex
No.
havers need to realize that having sex is not a good thing. It's a bad thing. You're corrupting your soul for the devil.
I think in a healthy relationship with a person who you know isn't a sociopathic modern BPD person, it's an amazing thing.
I'm sure it
there's
is. I'm
nothing
sure it
like
is for you. But unfortunately, all women are sociopaths. And you're just waiting to be fallen prey. She's just
I
buying her
think they
time.
just
She's
have a
taking the
different way of
claws and
thinking.
just getting ready to rip your heart out and eat it for breakfast.
Probably, most likely. Yeah.
Right. Well, you guys are talking to somebody who's been married for 25 years, so they're not all crazy.
Listen, buddy, 25 years, 30 years. How about when you go to hell, when she drags your soul to hell with her, you spend 1,000 years boiling in the lake of fire? How about that, buddy?
Well, you have a cynical view of women.
I have a realistic view. I hate them. They're all
Back to movies. You know,
Please.
she had seen the original Mulan and she was a big fan. And she's not one of these people who notices how kind of crap modern movies are becoming. But when we left the fucking cinema, she was beside herself with like, what the fuck is this? She liked all of the new Star Wars. I'll put it that way. Like she hated the prequels, but she liked all of the new Star Wars.
The prequels are better though. They're better than the original trilogy, even. It's true.
I've never been a big Star Wars fan. My entire
that's the only correct answer to that question. If you can't handle, if either you get filtered by the genius of the prequels, or you admit you don't like Star Wars, which is fine. That's a good take, actually.
My love of Star Wars has been the spaceships and the guns and the nerdy ness and the lore, if you get me, versus like fucking the actual story itself, which is just trash. Like the actual,
except for the prequel story, which is the genius story of loss, the devastation, the rise of Sheev. You know, there's just so much going on there. It's a great film series, actually. The prequels.
That's a neat trick.
Try spitting. That's a good trick.
Yeah.
Endlessly quotable, visually interesting. The last great visual films, I would say, the last great spectacles.
I disagree. I think the CGI was off even at the time.
No, the CGI is. There's not even that much CGI in the movies. Everyone thinks that, but it's mostly matte paintings.
Oh, a tremendous amount.
I mean, there's a lot of people think it's all CGI, but the fact is, most of the green screens are matte paintings and models that they're shooting themselves onto. Very little of it's actually CGI. Most of it's, I mean, there's a lot of green screen.
Mate, there's a lot
of green screen, but most of it isn't like computer generated. Most of it's painted or models or other visual trickery, stuff like that. It's not, I mean, episode 3 being the biggest exception, I guess kind of episode 2, but episode 1 especially, there's very little CGI in that movie. Most of it's not. Most of it's just visual trickery.
I kind of combine all the visual trickery into the same CGI category. It's basically not real.
Well, I mean, that's the original trilogy has that problem too then. Because a lot of that's matte paint. The problem is instead of using a green screen or a blue screen, they just do double reverse shots where they crop in the matte paintings by hand. You know, it's just a different take. It's the same technology and the same technique, just in a different style.
I'm not too sure about that.
I mean, from a technical perspective, I'm correct. Jar Jar is a CGI creature, yes. Jar Jar is a CGI
You have a whole
creature, yes.
You have a whole CGI battle. The whole thing is... And obviously you can't not do practical battle droids. That just technologically isn't even feasible now.
Most of the battle droids were physical models, yeah. They weren't stop motion, but like most of the ones that got blown up or broken were actual physical models, yeah.
But
I mean, if you didn't like the way the movie looked, that's one thing. But the
whole film has a CGI varnish over it. Like you look at it and
some
it
of the parts.
Like
episode 2 is the one with
the
worst.
It dates the movie.
I think episode 1 and 3 are some of the least dated movies from that era, and I think they still look pretty good today.
No,
episode 2 definitely, I would agree with
incorrect.
that. But episode 3 and 1 don't have that issue.
That's what we call an incorrect opinion.
You can go back and watch it. Go back and take a look. And you'll see that I'm correct, because the fact is you're getting filtered by some of the greatest technological achievements in filmmaking history.
You're mad. You're mental, mate.
I'm not insane. I'm right. I'm correct. You're looking. The eyes of truth are staring into your soul. And what do? You recoil. You shock back. No, this can't be. This can't be the truth. But look into your soul and you know it will be the truth. It is the truth.
All right. What did you think of Predator? The first movie, Predator.
The original Predator. It's a pretty good movie. Yeah, it's great. Love that.
You're a Predator fan. Okay. Well, then you got some taste, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, I like the fucking Predator. I'm not a fucking idiot. What do you
expect? But I mean, as far as being able to use an actual human being as opposed to a robot, I thought that was very well done in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
And for the 80s, that was amazingly done for the 80s.
Yeah, the visual effects in that movie are great. The creature effects are awesome. I mean, I do miss creature effects. I'll give you that. I mean, I wish there were more creature effects. But, like...
None anymore.
There's not any creature effects nowadays. It just sucks. But, I mean, I heard the prequels did a lot of creature effects, but whatever. We won't get into that again. But, you know, practical effects sometimes are the better option than CGI. I'm not saying that you can't do CGI. CGI can look very good in some scenarios. The problem is that people...
Well, it's one of these cases where they work hand in hand perfectly. Jurassic Park proved that. Where it's...
Well, Jurassic Park's a really old movie at this point. It's like, well, what have we learned from that? You know, it's like people... The thing is, okay, so like, there's a scene where the thing is people want to prioritize and maximize the efficiency use of actors so they can pay them as little as possible. So they have to get all their shit in these horribly shot, ugly scenes because the priority is not to make the movie look good; it's to have everything in that people want to see.
Exactly, and I don't notice any difference from the first Predator to the latest Predator they make. The visual effects are still almost identical.
Yeah, the visuals in Predator. I didn't really watch the new Predator one. I can't comment on that.
Oh, not the new Predator. I mean the new Jurassic Park. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Well, the dinosaurs haven't changed. The movements haven't changed. Nothing's really changed. It's the same.
There's less practical.
There's less practical and there's more CGI, but I actually think the CGI in Jurassic World 1 isn't that bad. I think that's a pretty okay movie, but you know.
I think it's an artistry versus industry argument where
I mean
the industry, the money generates CGI versus the artistry needed to make a practical effect look real. That makes artistry and like actual
right. Yes. Well, the thing is, the difference there's cheap CGI and there's actual good CGI done by good animators. Like, you know, there's plenty of. I can give you a list of movies right now that like are modern that I think have really good CGI effects in them. I thought the first of the movies of the It remakes had really good CGI effects in it. Not the second one, obviously. I actually like. I mean, yeah, the CGI is. CGI when it's done well can look really good. You just have to have a good animator and good artist team behind it. You know, it's
when they cut back on the disciplines. They cut back on the disciplines. You can see it every time when they cut back on the.
The problem is that people use CGI as a crutch so much that the scenes themselves, the actual filming, is shot in a weaker way. It's not even just that they're not using practical effects. It's just that filmmaking in general has gotten lazier because they're allowed to use editing more as a crutch to facilitate actual quality filmmaking and quality shooting. It's a factory product versus a quality art. I agree. But I gotta read some questions from chat here while we're here. What's my favorite WWE? You guys watch WWE Studios movies?
I've never seen one, no.
How about you, man?
I'll be honest, GAHOOLE, I don't enjoy wrestling at all. I think it's fucking gay.
Really? What wrestling
maybe
have you watched?
Maybe that's just because I'm from the UK. Huh?
What wrestling have you watched?
Just like I'll go on and find streams of like WWE and stuff like that when there's supposed to be a big event going on.
WWE is kind of dog shit wrestling. I'm not gonna lie. If you want to watch good wrestling, I can give you a list. But the thing is that WWE has been kind of dog shit for about a decade now, and so the main version of wrestling people watch is complete dog shit. Everyone, even wrestling fans, agree that WWE has been dog shit for a long time. It's like watching a Marvel movie and saying that movies are bad. You know, it's like there's a lot of good wrestling out there that you can watch, but the main one that people pay for, like the big one, sucks ass.
I used to enjoy it back when Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan and all those guys were big stars. That's the last time I really watched wrestling.
So, that'd be what, a little bit before 2001?
Yeah.
Like 90s, technically, because they were all in WCW.
90s, yeah. Yeah, I'm 52, so.
That's fair enough. Hulk Hogan was a star up through 2003 or 2004. He still is a big star. He's still one of the biggest stars wrestling ever had.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
But wrestling isn't for everyone, so you might not like it, but you shouldn't just write off because the major stuff you saw was shit. Because, like, yeah, it's like going to see Star Wars and thinking, sci-fi really isn't for me, you know?
But the storylines have just dropped off.
They're so dog shit. They're so bad.
So bad.
It's so miserable to watch.
They used to be enjoyable. You used to be able to get into it, kind of like a soap opera, but you can't even get into it anymore because none of it makes any sense.
No. Soap operas are fine. It's just what it is. Like, I don't mind.
No, I hate soap operas. That was just a comparison, but you know what I mean.
Well, like, even, like, sometimes a soap opera storyline is fun. It can be entertaining. It can be whatever. It's stupid, but it's sometimes just dumb entertainment. It's fine. Not everything has to be high art or whatever. It can be all right.
Yeah, I used to watch them with my grandma. They were her stories.
Yeah, it's stupid, but there's a place for it in the world. Whereas nowadays, it's like you can't even follow it. It's so inconsistent and so incoherent. But
anyway, guys, it was nice talking to you. My name's Troy Smith, and you guys are?
I'm GAHOOLE, a.k.a. Patrick Nelson. I live in St. Cloud. I run the second largest internet internet image board, English-speaking image board in the world right now, technically.
Cool.
So that's what I'm up to.
I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Palm Bay, Florida. So if you want to send me a friend request, I'd be happy to take it. I'll talk to you guys later. The wife is calling. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
Yeah, see you.
All right, goodbye, man.
I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I think TV Chan is like either number 2 or like in the top 5 of English language image boards right now, which is kind of sad because it's not that fast or popular.
I was just about to say that exactly. Like, what the fuck?
We love TV Chan. In fact, of course.
We do love TV Chan. It's a great site. Like, I'm happy. It's at the right level of traffic that I want it to be at, but like, you know, I think 8kun is so dropped off now. I think I'm above 8kun in terms of traffic now. I mean, you have to, if you include Q Research, then it's not number 2. Because Q Research is like the most popular board outside of 4chan ever.
The federal agent watering hole.
Yeah, right.
Q Research.
But people don't go onto Q Research through 8kun. They go through like RSS and app feeds, whatever. They don't actually like use the board. They just,
Patronize
like,
the board.
they don't even use the board on the site. They like use like an app to like get the posts fed to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was. I can't. I'm still. Oh, he left. The other. Oh, McGuffin's back. Never mind.
Is he back?
Yeah, he's here.
Shalom.
What was I even doing? But no, I watch AEW for my wrestling in New Japan. There's good places to watch wrestling, but this is a wrestling show. That's why I'm talking about it now, because I feel like I should try and plug it because you're on a pro wrestling discussion stream. I should bring back the fucking call-in shows for movie discussion at this point. Like, I don't know why I haven't, but I'm just busy.
That sounds like it would be pretty litty.
I should do that. But I'm happy to talk to you, dude. It's good to talk to people, even if it's like, you know, even if we don't agree on everything. It's just nice to be able to talk to people, like, without having to like worry about shit. It's weird.
Yeah, permanent surveillance, monitoring culture in the real world is a little bit fucking crazy. And by a little bit, I mean like entirely untenable to make social connections with people.
Right.
Like just fucking nuts.
But no, I need to indoctrinate you into this. There are a couple tenets of a true TV Chad McGuffin, whatever I should call you by. The true tenets are as follows: the prequels are better than the original trilogy. Adam Sandler is based, and we all love Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Those are the 3 key components to being a true TV Chad. Accepting the truth.
Yeah, the TV Trinity, some might call it.
Reject the Reddits. Reject Reddit, plebit, memia, and accept the true birth of your internal desire to watch dumb and great movies alike.
You know, Sargoid does have a point in the chat. Like, the show could be whatever. I mean, I know you and PPP, like, agreed for it to be wrestling, but if he's gonna fucking conk out like an enormous fatty boy, then...
Yeah, I can do whatever I want. It's my stream.
Yeah,
I've been
you
going
can
for
do
2
whatever.
hours on basically this anyways. I don't give a shit. Like, I should do more live streams anyways, but we'll see. You came for an autistic wrestling stream and instead you got an autistic movie discussion stream, and that's equally good.
Well,
McGuffin, you sound like you're 18 years away.
Yeah, we
Hailing
can't hear
from
you.
the Andromeda Sector.
Yeah, fix your mic, dude. Unless you don't have to say anything to say, it's whatever. I can't make you talk.
How am I?
You can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry about that. I dunked my headphones in water, so...
You what?
I listen to stuff while I'm brushing my teeth, and I fill the basin up, and then I drop one of my headphones, the microphone one specifically, into the water, and it... So every now and again it gets a bit iffy, but whatever.
Fucking... Did you do that just now?
No, not just now, but it picks... It might be a Discord-related thing, to be honest, but it just picks a time to fuck up, and then it does it, so...
Well, no, I mean, I'm... for the stream, so people in the chat, I'm probably going to do... If PP will show up, I'll do this show with him, because we don't even need to do call-ins for that. Me and him can just talk about wrestling for an hour every week. That's fine. but I should do like a TV channel call-in stream just to talk about movies. I did that for Film Club. I'll just bring back the Film Club live stream, but on a different day, and I'll just stream twice a week.
Called some immensely Kino emotes of you and Ashton Parks at Shalom Rossman Repair Group. So I'm invested. I have a vested interest in seeing 5 Pounds of Gunt continue into perpetuity.
I mean, I want to keep doing the show with him. You know, I like PPP. He's a cool dude. I just wish, you know, sometimes he can't be around. It's whatever. You know, it's how it goes. It's life.
Is he? Sorry. Is he? Does he ever switchy flicks between on air and off air, or is he like how he is at all times?
Nah, it's 07 Kino Dogme.
I think he's always that way. I think like when I called him the one week because he was busy with something and we couldn't do the show that week, so I called him to talk to him or whatever. And during that time, he just talked like he always does on stream. I think he just is like that. That's just PPP.
Awesome. That's good to hear because
Yeah, I don't think
genuine
PPP
people.
does bits. Like,
Yeah.
I think he just is going fundamentally how he is as a potentially retarded Canadian who's fat.
It's true. I don't really...
Not to besmirch him too much, but
this
the
kinda
spade
how-
is a spade.
He's fat. You know, what can you do? He's got the big... I think he'd admit that he's fat. I'm fat. You know, I'm a big fat ass. He just didn't show up. He said he was going to show up. He said he wanted to do the show at 7 my time. And then he said he needed 30 more minutes to get ready, so I said scheduled it for 7:30, and then he just never showed up. So, whatever.
Right.
It's all good, though. It's life. Whatever. Who gives a shit? I'll just do it next week. He'll be fine.
Yeah. It's MBD.
No big dealie.
So GAHOOLE, did you check out 9chan, by the way? Like how?
Before it went down, is it still up, or...
Josh moved it on to somebody else because when I looked at it, it did seem to be specifically the Cunny spammer, like the same guy. It just absolutely had to be him. Like I think the Cunny spammer.
That guy
Hates Josh.
did the rounds, though, to a bunch of boards, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he went around.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Like, because there was spam on fucking Jule, too.
Yeah, he spammed
I
Jule
think
with
it's-
that. He didn't spam TV Chan, luckily, which is surprising. I feel like that'd be a place he would, but I guess...
Fucking Mark. Goddamn.
You did get marked.
Is this
It's a monkey!
Is this Mark?
No.
Yes, that was Mark. Right at that moment. Ooking and hocking.
Mark of V?
Oh, no, I was saying that because,
I think Mark is online. I could ask him to join the chat if you want.
No, I'll just immediately start ragging on him. I fucking hate that dude with a passion. He ruined V for me.
Did you know that I met up with Mark in person in New York when I went there for WrestleMania?
Yeah, you're a Judas, mate. You're a fucking Judas. I remember all those images going online on specifically
Gahoole's
on TV.
E-Flens must be my E-Flens, or Vishmala.
Yeah, exactly.
We will hang him. Bro.
Exactly.
Listen, all right. I can hang out with the dude without having to appreciate his moderation abilities. Okay.
Look, he's an ass guy.
What a moderation abilities.
I think his site is the only one like the 8chan.moe. I think that site is the only thing close to. I think that one might be bigger than ours. I'm not sure if it is bigger than TV Chan. It might.
Who the?
be.
Why do Redditors keep fucking following his piping ass? That's, I guess, my question. I feel like the first 3 times you get burned by this motherfucker implicitly.
it was he set up him setting up VChan saved my ass because I didn't have anything set up for a bunker for TV at all. So I'll be grateful for that forever. He did help me out.
No, sure.
He was very
Sure, that's
helpful,
fair.
and VChan was a good site actually. He didn't fuck with TV at all. He ran it well. You know, I'm not sure how V was on there, but he did it. It did work.
Yeah,
okay.
When I was there, I never used.
But not to
TV,
be the
it was
Mark
always
defense
TV.
for you, and that's not what I'm here to be because that's not what I am.
Visual novels are not games, though. Simply.
It's true, they're not. I agree, but also I don't. Video game boards in general suck. That's why I don't have one on my site.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I mean, people have asked me to do it multiple times, and I feel like I just don't want to do it because I feel like it'd be a big hassle, and I'm afraid. Like the last couple times people have made V boards on their site, they've gotten spammed to death or fucked up by somebody or another. I don't want to deal with that. Maybe in like a year from now, you know, then maybe I can make a V. But for now, it's like no fucking way. But you know, it's just a big fucking hassle, and it's just a waste of time. Video games aren't that interesting to talk about anyways.
What's your opinion on Tranime? Kokame?
Kakame? Fuck Kakame.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Okay,
like
awesome.
Kakame, the Kakame posting has like killed Kakame my interest in it forever. Like I have anime that I've watched and I liked, but like I seriously haven't watched like a new anime that I've enjoyed in like probably like 10 years. Like it sucks. Now.
Yeah, I feel that. You know, there are a lot of decent animes that I did like.
When I was growing up, I watched it more, and I still read a lot of manga. Like I read a lot of like manga and comic books and stuff. I actually read comics, but I read manga, but I don't watch anime. Watching anime is just such a waste of time. Like there's nothing. Like the animation's never that good looking or interesting to be worth it. And like what the story mean, if it's an anime with a good story, it's probably based off a manga, so I'll just read it so I can get more out of it. And then if it's well, it's not usually not well animated, so what's the point of me watching it? It's stupid. That's my take, though. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think all people that watch anime are pedophiles, personally.
Whoa!
Yeah, you're
fucking
probably
based.
Oh my god, it's fake Zach. I haven't talked to you in like a year.
What's going on, buddy?
Liquid Zach?
Holy shit. People still think that you're Zach because your voice has like you were like pretending to be him for that one chat.
I know they're retarded if they haven't caught on yet.
No
Let's
shit.
just keep it going.
No one's listening then. We could just continue the ruse.
If you've got a bit, you may as well stick to it.
There's my beautiful hairline in your photo there. It's nice. It's even worse now. Like it's fucking gotten so bad. It's not even funny.
You just need to wear a wig is what you need to do. Just do what William Shatner does to this day.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do, buddy. It's over.
I've got to get off. I've got to get off. My phone charge is low. Sorry for shitting up the show and taking it off topic and stuff. But
No, it was
I just
fun. It was good to
wanted
talk to someone.
you about.
See you around, bro.
Take it easy,
I'll
Rody.
see you, man. Take it easy, guys. Have a nice night.
Roundtable discussions are pretty litty.
Yeah, this is fun. I haven't done this since my last weekly film club stream, which was fucking months ago now. Almost half a year.
Ages,
Over half a year.
eons.
So, Liquid Zach, what you been up to, buddy? What have you been up to, man?
I've just been watching all of Emma Flopson's movies, every single one of them.
What's your favorite one?
Probably Harry Potter #4.
Incorrect. It's actually a Prisoner of Azkaban.
Prisoner of Azkaban, yeah.
It's Zach's.
That's the third one. There we go.
My favorite thing about that, when we streamed that for his birthday for him, and I kept calling it a slapstick movie because there were like parts where like Harry Potter would get all stretched and warped and stuff in it, and it's like there's like the first like half hour is just like nothing but slapstick comedy, but like with a realistic like lens on it. It's so bad.
When did that stream was like a fucking year ago, right? Even
Over
longer?
a year, it was.
Holy shit, man.
Eisenstein, look. Oh, I forgot to ask if this dude was a Griffith fag. I forgot.
Has the real Zach ever been on a stream with you?
Not on a stream with me, but I did stream a movie for him and talk to him in chat at the same time.
There were like a bunch of people there too.
Yeah.
It was...
That was for his birthday stream. I streamed a movie for him on the cow.
Did that?
Side
Yeah, that
too.
happened on the gun stream, right?
Yeah, it was on Gunstream. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit, that was really a fucking year ago? What the or longer? Oh my god.
I don't know when it was. It was like right as soon as it's like right after the Gunstream. Like when I first.
No,
it
it had
on
to have been a
Gunstream.
fucking year ago. Like longer than a year ago. Because I was there. I was there for that fucking stream. I didn't watch the movie, but I was there
It was
initially for Zach.
after
being there.
August for sure, because it was after
Yeah.
July got launched and was big.
Yeah,
But I know
yeah.
for sure.
On the
What you
web
need-
break thing.
What you need to do is buy Left 4 Dead 2 and play it with Zach, because I heard that's his favorite video game.
I think doesn't he have a Let's Play of that on his channel or
Yes,
something?
he does.
I have Left 4 Dead 2. I would play it with him too. 'Cause it was just an update for that, right? It was just an update a couple days ago.
Yeah, there's a big update for it, a Last Stand update. But yes, that YouTube channel, I believe, is the only two places where you can find an actual sound clip of Zach's voice. I know one of them is the "This is it, boys. This is for the prime time," and then there's another clip from that channel.
So ostensibly November 30th is his birthday, if Elite is to be trusted in the chat here, which I presume.
I say it was like
that makes
it
a
was,
lot more sense.
It was less than a year ago, but it was very close to being a year ago now.
Yeah.
We should do a Zach's birthday stream again.
That would be pretty.
Not
Pretty
for
fucking
him, but
legit.
just like to celebrate another year of the Happa on this planet.
Yeah. Somehow
He's
he-
like the fuel that keeps the TV engine like rolling. You know, like you inevitably have to rail and contend against Zach. Like it's a cosmic struggle. Gahul.
It is a cosmic struggle. He's my ultimate. He's my mortal enemy for all time. He will be
I'm the
He's my
Joker,
great
baby.
struggle in life. He's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. He's the worst thing that will ever happen to me. As bad as the FBI raid was, being an incel, nothing is worse than knowing that Zach is still alive and breathing.
2 female feds fondling your technology. All of that pales in comparison to.
Yeah.
Huh, maybe
You know
there's
what's
a
actually
reason why your
terrible?
hairline adjusted itself.
My hairline will recede as long as he's alive. Only with his death will my hairline be quenched and returned back to its former glory. So you know what's
must
actually
behead
terrible?
Zach.
The other day, so my roommate has a girlfriend, all right, which is
Disgusting.
disgusting. But she had brought some of her friends over to our new house because we've got a big house and they play Dungeons and Dragons together.
Oh.
And so they
Oh,
had
it couldn't
all come
get
over, and
worse.
he was the DM for their session. And I came down to go eat and stuff, and then they started like being like dumb girls, and they started walking around our house, and they all came into my room at once. There was like 6 girls in my room. It was so terrifying. There was so many fucking disgusting females in my room. It was so creepy and weird. Like they were coming in, they were looking at my anime stuff, not my anime figures, but like my fucking like action figures and like wrestling stuff, and they were like, "Wow, this is so cool, Patrick. Your room is so awesome and cool." And I'm like flipping out, like, "Get the fuck out, get the fuck out." They went into my closet and looked at all my like wrestling masks and like outfits for my wrestling matches that I did or whatever, and it's just like, "Fuck off, leave, 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 leave."
That's like a penis inspection day kind of post, but brought into reality. Like
Yeah.
it really happened.
It really happened.
Were any of those women Happas?
I couldn't tell. Most of them were
What a
fat.
shame.
Ugh.
That was a really uncomfortable situation my life was put in there, though. I was not happy with that.
Self-defense required next time from Gahul. It's gonna happen. It'll be a massive shotgun shell situated self-defense situation that'll be inspired if they come.
You know what's really stupid? Here's a story. So when the feds came and they took my shit, they didn't take my gun because this is a 22 and they didn't think they needed to take it, but they took my roommate's shotgun and they said they gave him a note, like they sent him a mail, like they said you have to come pick it up from the station after we leave when you're ready to get back, and then he just never went and got it. He's like, "Let him keep
Yeah,
it."
that's like fuck the feds, man.
Yeah, fuck the
Shit
feds.
is fucking.
I mean, if the feds are listening, it's got to say your organization's shit and it should be dismantled.
Yeah,
What a
it
waste
should.
of taxpayer money.
I agree. The FBI and the CIA are the biggest waste of taxpayer money in human history. We've lost every single foreign war we've been involved in since the foundation of the CIA.
I would say
We
the
love
Three
our
Gorges
Fed
Dam
cops.
is the biggest waste of money in human history because that thing is going to shatter any day now.
What is?
The giant dam in China that'll
Oh, yeah. Three Gorges
kill
Dam.
everything.
Yes. Well, shit, it's really starting to rain outside right now. Based. It's Reddit
Feds
weather,
at least
boys.
leave a like.
I sure love Reddit weather, guys. I love being inside when it's raining. I love looking out the window. It's so cozy, guys. I love watching spooky movies when it's raining outside. It's so great. I love Reddit Gold.
Do you actually enjoy living in Minnesota?
It's the only place I've ever lived.
So
My family's
yes,
here. I wouldn't move away from the only reason I'd ever move from here is if my family moved, which they might. They might move back to Chicago eventually, but
It seems like every place in northeastern U.S. is just shitty.
I'm not in
Like
Northeast, though.
West
I'm
shitty,
Midwest.
Whatever. Midwest, Great Lakes region, New York, 3 states region. It's all just shit.
Ah,
I
kind
guess
of.
Maine seems kind of nice, but it's also probably really cold. The New England area, I guess, is looks kind of nice, but I'm sure it's freezing there.
I think New England is like positive shit though politically.
Depends
It
on where
is
you are.
pretty
New
bad.
England, some places in New England are fine, but like it all depends. Like everything has a trade off. Like New England, like it's expensive to live there, but you're in a pretty like nice area actually, weather wise, relatively speaking, and like you actually Maine specifically, you have good gun rights and stuff, and it's a pretty like you can go out and do stuff, and it's not that far from an airport. Like North Dakota would be a nice state to live in because it's cheap. The laws are nice. There's plenty. There's like plenty of open space to buy land, but there's nothing to do there, and getting to an airport takes forever. So you can't go anywhere and you can't travel. You're essentially
Yeah, you gotta make it a place where people come to, which is pretty fucking difficult.
Yeah,
Like,
North Dakota, there's like nowhere.
without doing the
It's just a
legwork.
fucking big empty wasteland there. It's so fucking
Yeah.
boring living there, and you have to have a trade off of like boring means more stable and secure and safe, but it also means less fun stuff and less people to meet and less people to do. And meeting people and interacting with people is actually important, despite my appearances and my posturing.
Do you think it's like that? I don't know. I feel like in the current geopolitical climate, though, you would prefer to be in North Dakota, at least to like stake claim for like 5 years, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
mean,
probably a
if
good
you're just gonna
5 year.
bunker down, I mean, North Dakota is a
Yeah.
great place to build like your bug out location.
Right.
There's nothing around. It's fucking cold and windy as shit though in the winter, so it'll be hard without like a heat and like insulation. But
Yeah,
as long as you have running electricity and heat, you're fine. But
yeah.
most of the places in the country, like probably the best place to live in the country, honestly, is like maybe
Utah.
Where?
I'm thinking Utah.
Utah would be pretty good. You got a lot of Mormons out there, but that does mean strength in numbers, and you can have plenty of wives.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they come for the rum springer, you just spring it on them.
Yeah,
A little
Utah,
bit of the
Montana
sauce.
would be good. That whole like region there would be pretty safe, I would say. That'd be a good spot. Colorado
Unless
might be
you-
good too, except for all the weed. But
Yeah. Weed is that shit is fucking awful. I've been out to Colorado and Denver, and it's like kind of disgusting. Like how ubiquitous it is. Like you can smell fucking weed in the air just when you're walking around. It's like pretty fucked. Like around Denver and what the fuck is that place called? The little quaint fucking town that all the Google kite execs camp out at. But it's pretty horrifying. Just the general atmosphere of like having fucking marijuana everywhere. Like I don't mind it necessarily, but it shouldn't be a thing that's like in the fucking air all the time. Just although it is pretty fucking beautiful out there. That's I guess the trade-off.
no, I mean, my uncle lives out there, and it's like there's some cities where they don't allow it. So I would just live in one of those cities.
Right? Yeah.
like Colorado Springs or something.
Jeez.
SMG, stop being such a woman defender. Fuck women. You need to abandon women and embrace your incel them as well, man. Oh my god. It's really fucking raining out there now. Well, it's probably late for me, so I'm gonna cut the stream short here. We've been going for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's been pretty robust. Did PvP ever get back to you or?
No, he's not even online.
Ah, fucking.
But thanks for coming out, guys. Any last words?
Nah. Or we love Zach, I guess. Truly, Liquid Zach, friend of TV Chan.
Yeah.
That's about it though for me.
Any last words for you, Liquid Zach?
I'll let you have the last words.
Well, you do your last words first, and then I'll do my last words.
No.
No.
Okay. My last words are, I will completely decimate physically and emotionally Zachary Keith Hasbrook if it's the last thing I do before I die. So long. Good
And
night.
he leaves forever.